Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Natique in Elk Grove, California, and NatiqueYarns.com, coming to you live on Wednesday. I almost said Thursday.
Not yet.
My brain's a little thrown off when Danielle's not here sometimes about what day it is, because there's generally only one day of the week that Susan is the camera person. So just my brain's going to think this whole week is Thursday.
It's confused.
It could be Thursday for 3 days. It's fine.
It could.
Thursday's not a bad day. Okay, I'm just going to apologize in advance because the computer will not let me open the report I need to put all your names into the wheel of names to pick the grand prize. So I'm going to do it on the computer this afternoon. Hopefully it will cooperate, but it was not interested in opening this morning. It kept trying to open. It's supposed to open in Excel. It kept trying to open in OneDrive.
What?
Or OneNote, not OneDrive.
That's
OneNote.
Crazy.
And I'm like, it's a spreadsheet. You can't open it. Stop it. So I think I have to reboot the computer. So I will get the grand prize ready this afternoon so that there's not the, that didn't work in the morning. I couldn't do that yesterday because you guys hadn't all purchased yet. So I would have left people out, and that's not okay.
No.
So now that I know the computer is glitchy, I will make it cooperate, and we'll do it tomorrow. So
Sounds like a plan.
I guess I don't actually need it out then. I can't do it. That just gives more time for all the other stuff.
There you go. And Beverly, you're welcome. I had fun talking with you. I helped her on the phone yesterday.
Yay. I forgot about this yarn.
I know, it's so pretty.
Okay, so for the daily prize, we have a fun project. This is actually the yarn we originally designed this out of.
Oh, that's funny.
That's why I'm like, oh, I forgot about this yarn.
Thank you.
You had a price tag. So this is our pattern Dath, which is a really fun cowl where it's basically an off-center cable. Actually, is it still sitting right there? I can grab it.
I don't know. It's easy 2x2 rib with just a little cable section. Let's see if we can zoom in here.
Karen displayed it somewhere, I'm sure, because I was
Well,
going to show you guys the physical cowl, but
We'll find it.
But really fun, bulky yarn, size 10.5 needles, so you know it's fast. We'd originally designed it out of this yarn that we are featuring, so I think that's kind of fun. There is enough there to make any of the 3 sizes, because I think this was, I think a full skein of this is,
Yeah.
full skein of this is the large size. So one lucky winner is going to be able to make whichever size cowl they prefer.
Is there green hiding in there?
Yes,
There
look.
is. Look how pretty that is.
That's a very like fall palette in that one. And then when we re-yarned it, which is what I was going to show you guys, but you know, they
Is it
move
in
around
the
in here.
basket right there?
No, I put those
Oh, okay.
because it was driving me nuts.
Is it over there?
No, I looked there.
All right, we'll find it.
It's probably in the window or
it's probably
something.
in the, I think it's in the back waiting for its tag.
We have so many samples that it's like we know it's here somewhere. But really fun. We did it out of a skein of the Nimbus paints, which is the bulky version of Cumulus. So it makes for a lighter weight, more multi-season wear project. And funny story, you guys may not realize this, but all of our pictures are just taken around the building here. So we get lots of good shots with the trees and stuff in the background. But this one, we actually did it in front of the back of the building, so it's got like our meters and stuff in the background.
That's funny. Still a good picture.
Take the opportunity where you get it. I think the sun was in a bad spot that day to where it was like blinding us to do it in the trees. So we're like, where else can we take a picture?
It actually has really good composition.
It goes,
Placement and everything.
The creamy color, beige, whatever color you want to call our building, taupe, I don't know, goes really well with this kind of soft pastel color palette. But I just think it's fun that our shopping center is in a spot where we can take cool pictures, like in the redwoods
Yes, that is awesome.
right outside our building.
Especially when the redbud is blooming. Love that tree.
Oh,
That's the little one in the
that's what
corner.
that purple
Yeah,
tree
that,
is called.
yeah.
Why do they call the redbud? The flowers are purple.
I don't know. Why are blueberries purple?
Well, at least those
'Cause
are
purple?
purplish. They're a little closer. But I'm like, okay, somebody who has way more horticulture knowledge than me, probably one of you out there knows the answer. Why did it get called a redbud when the flowers are purple?
I don't know.
Okay. So that's my question of the day. So how you get entered into the daily prize is by interacting with the video. So if you react to the video with any of these lovelies down here, then you get 1 entry per reaction.
Beverly purple is good for you.
And then if you comment on the video, you get 5 entries per comment. And then if you want the most entries for the least amount of effort, you hit this little share button in the corner. And normally this little box pops up right here with all these options. And you can share to your stories, to your friends, to a page. It's not gonna let me do it today, so I will just say it anyways. I've shared to my stories, shared to my friends. And you have to do those comments because that's how you get the entries. It's 11 entries per share. So make sure you comment separately. You know, don't you guys just love the technology's willingness to cooperate at like all times? At this point, I just roll with it. It is what it is. Computers will either behave or not, and the world will keep on spinning. So we just go with it. So let us see who our lucky winner is.
Eileen, congratulations. Very exciting. We know you're local, so next time you pop in the boutique, let us know you have a prize and we will get it from the cabinet for you. And if you win and you're not local, the next time you make a purchase, just tell us in the notes you have a prize and we will include it in your package. Do you guys want Feel-O-Vision on cashmere here?
Oh,
It's so
I
soft.
figured out what I'm knitting out of mine.
I know.
I know you haven't either.
I do not know, and I've started things and then I'm like, nope, this is not the right one for that. But it's so nice to work with.
It's funny because I know what I want to make out of it. I can't find the pattern.
You're gonna have to
I
write
don't
it.
Want to have to write the pattern because then I have to pester Juan and be like, grading help, please.
Sweater.
Yeah. Because it's not just a cowl; it's a sweater, like a
Oh,
short
yes.
sleeve cardigan. I wish I had the picture pulled up for you guys because this gal in Japan posted on her Instagram, and I saw it because Iris of Art Yarns shared it. But she posted this beautiful sweater that she did out of one skein of the cashmere ombre 2-ply, and it was a top-down one-piece, just raglan increasing t-shirt length cardigan, and it was super cute.
Not the one I was thinking of.
And since, you know, she's probably, by the looks of her, she was a size 0, I got 2 skeins because I have no idea what I'm making. I just know I need a sweater. So, 2 skeins to be safe. I've found some that are almost what I want. Like Petite Knit or Hintermstein, one of those that we feature all the time, had one that almost had it, but the V-neck, like I want a V-neck like this that's a little bit faster taper, and theirs was like more elongated and shallow, like it came down deeper, and I'm like, no, that's not right.
Could you do a knit front back front instead of a front back as an increase? Would that?
Well, yes, I was
That
trying
would
to
do
find
it?
a pattern that I wouldn't have to modify too much either, because then I have to give you guys 3,000 notes when you fall, because you're going to fall in love with that sweater.
True.
Because the yarn is amazing. So once you see it, you're not going to be able to unsee it. And you're going to need a cashmere ombre sweater.
We want to see it.
Right? I know. I need to not need sleep. That's what it is. I'll go with that. But so, thank you, Roxanne. I may end up just modifying that pullover ground pepper
Yeah.
And just making it like, instead of joining in the round, start working back and forth. Because it has the V where I want it.
That would work.
And then that's not that much modification to tell you guys to do. Like, instead of joining in the round, turn and purl a row.
Yeah.
Like, that's minimal mods. Okay. Who's excited for new yarn?
We are.
Okay, I know we have lots of lovers of Noro on. And so you're going to be very excited. We have the Scrumptious kind of all-season blend Sonata. Let me do it this way so you guys can read the tag. Sonata is a 35% cotton, 25 viscose, 20 silk, 20 polyamide blend. It is a sport weight yarn and it is about 393 yards per skein.
There's a pattern suggestion for you to look at.
Oh, yes, I have looked at that. Oh, it's close. That one's really close. The trick is finding one that I don't actually have to go back and pick up and knit stitches for the neckline because it's going to throw off the ombre. So I'm like either going to have to modify with like an I-cord edge, like the slip stitch kind of I-cord edge as I go. So
that
no
could
matter
work.
what I do, there's probably going to be some minor mods because somebody else commented on the gal in Japan's post and he got no answer on what the pattern is. So I don't think there is a pattern. I think she just did it. She's like, hey, wait a minute.
I want to do it.
I want one too. Okay, so this gorgeous color is color 29. It's kind of a mauve-y taupe with caramel highlights. So you've got kind of some that's a little more pinkish and some that's a little more coppery golden. Almost a peach.
You can see the hint of, what did you call it, lavender? Mauve right
Mauve.
there? You can
I always
rotate
think
it.
of mauve as like a dusty pink with a slight purple leaning. Like it's a light red violet.
Yep, you can see it right here.
Yeah, if you go find a Pantone mauve, it's probably not what I'm thinking of. But that's what I envision when somebody says the word mauve. Okay. Then for our cranberry people, we have a color 24, which is a really pretty deep, rich, velvety red. You've got the darker tones that are more burgundy, the brighter tones that are more like a pink red kind of cranberry color.
It's very red velvet.
Ooh, oh, now I want cake.
I saw red velvet cupcakes yesterday, and it makes me think of that.
Okay, well then let's just continue the dessert theme because
Okay.
we had caramel in this one, red velvet. Now we might need some chocolate.
Yes.
Color 35, which has these slight like pinky red tones. So it's like you could almost find a 3-color something that would work with these 3 because they all share like a pink red tint to them, even though they're not the same color in each. That makes them actually work out better when you're doing stuff like color work because it contrasts properly. All right, let's just do one more dessert flavor and then I'll show you guys a couple patterns. We have color number 8, which is like butterscotch, but it's got these little olive green highlights and some caramel. It reminds me of, I'm gonna draw the blank on the word. It's Greek, it has pistachios in it. Roxanne's gonna know. It uses the
Baklava?
Yes, baklava. I'm like, I know Roxanne probably knows how to make it just based on the stuff she makes. So I'm like, Roxanne will know. I'm depending on you.
That has pistachios? I always thought they were walnuts. That puts it in a whole new light.
But that's why it reminds me of it because the green of the pistachios, there's usually a nice caramel color to the crust. Okay, before we all start salivating, let me show you guys some cute projects.
Oh, thank you, Roxanne. And Roxanne did say that red buds are called that because their buds are red.
Oh. See, I don't notice their buds, just their flowers. By the time I pay attention to the tree, the buds are gone. It's too
Oh
late.
no, you have to watch for them as you drive around town in the spring.
There really that many?
Well, there were in Fresno, and Mom and I would drive around, and whoop, there's another one. Oh, so
here's
pretty.
a cute shawl, speaking of 3 colors. Is it 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4
Yeah.
colors. Well, there we go. The Switch Way by Stephanie Scheinman. Really fun pattern because you've got stripes. You've got like a, let's see if there's a better close-up of that stitch. Almost. There's like a diagonal eyelet lace. There's this mesh lace for the border. Like, I really like all the switching up. Like, it's the
pretty.
same 3 patterns, but you keep switching patterns and colors so you're not getting to the point of like, I'm so bored, can I not knit this anymore? Like, I like the changing because that keeps me interested in the project for longer because I'm easily distracted.
I've done several of her patterns. They're fun.
I like her size descriptions, long and a bit longer.
That's funny.
This one is, they're both 12.5 inches wide. One is 82 inches long. One is 90 inches long.
Whoa.
The pattern is a free pattern, so then your only expense is the yarn, which they used minis, but you can ignore that and basically do 344 yards of one color and then 300 each of your other. Oh, that's why it looked like it was 4 colors, because it was 2 full skeins and then a bunch of minis.
Ooh.
So you could just do 3 colors and it'd still be beautiful. And then it would, yeah. Or 4 colors. Although it says it's colors mini 1 through mini 4. They're trying to confuse me this morning with all these numbers. So 3 skeins would make this. And yeah, the yardage is 1 skein each of your 3 colors. So that's perfect. Then if you want a super cute top, this is the Cedar Pullover by Joji Locatelli. It has a little bit wider round neck, which I like. I don't like them real up close. I'm not a crew neck person. I like a little wiggle room in my neckline. You can kind of see like there's an increase line here, then one increase is kind of hidden in the stitch pattern, it looks like. So it's a round yoke shaping for the increases, and this really cute little stitch every like 3 inches on the body, and then this really pretty lace on the bottom. This is the perfect kind of project for this yarn because the lightweight sheer fabric that you're seeing here and the mesh of the stitch pattern rows lend itself to being more of a multi-season to summer, like summer worthy top, which this yarn is perfect for. And if you're like me, you should start knitting your summer tops now while it's still cold, because you may get distracted by other projects and you have a better chance of going back and finishing them by summer if you start them now.
Because then there's only half of it to go.
Right? She used fingering weight double stranded to get the DK weight, but you can see it's actually done at more of a worsted weight gauge, which gives it that lightweight drapey fabric, perfect for warmer weather, which we all know it's coming. One more and then we'll show more colors. This is Camp Cider by Alicia Plummer. So she has a whole kind of collection of these campside garments that are the mesh lace where it's more holey and then it gets more spaced out as you go up and then solid at the top. This one has, looks like some around the yoke shaping increases built in, like right between each eyelet section, because you can see a little line here and then a little line here. So it's kind of snuck in there in the middle of your patterns.
When did this one come out?
I don't know. I'll check in a second. This one has sleeves, so it's basically like half poncho, half sweaters, therefore swancho. I really want to know where she got a sheep.
Right?
Like, does she have sheep? This November of 21.
Alrighty.
I feel like we've had one person knit this. I think Anne knit it.
I know somebody was working on one of the campsite projects, but I don't remember which one. Oh, you're right. It was Anne. Yes.
I appreciate that she did 4 sizes because even in that like oversized fit, we don't all like the same fit. Some of us like, not me. Some of us like the like 12 inches of positive ease, and some of us like 4. I'm in like the 4 category. I don't like super oversized because it just makes me feel like a little kid wearing like daddy's t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already short. Don't encourage the short emphasis. Okay, some fun bright colors. We have the gorgeous color 27, which is a nice citrus orange. Lisa, what are you doing on? You're supposed to be gallivanting. Her and Dottie are supposed to be gallivanting right now.
Like, we are part of their fun.
No, I'm not fun, but they're supposed to be gallivanting, you know? They're supposed to be showing the, what was it Dottie said last night? Supposed to be showing the whippersnappers how it's done.
That's funny.
I'm like, are you old enough to say whippersnapper?
I think maybe they're having they slept in a leisurely breakfast and video time.
That does sound like a good way to start the day.
Doesn't it, though?
I mean, one should always start their day with yarn. One way or another.
I definitely start my mornings with yarn.
Right? Because I've been so busy lately, I haven't been getting to knit as much as I want to. So this morning, I parked the car, and I knitted 2 rows.
Oh, nice.
And then I came in. Because I did have time to still, get in here on time. I was not late by doing that. Don't make yourselves late by knitting in parking lots. But totally worth it. Because, I just feel so much better. I knitted 2 rows.
I leave early for appointments, so I have time to knit some when I get there.
Always, and I learned this lesson from one too many things of cars breaking down, stuff like that. Always bring your knitting.
Always.
Or crochet. Even if you think, I'm just going to run over there, drop this off, run right back. Bring your project, because you could end up stuck waiting for a tow truck for an hour, 2 hours. Sometimes they take forever. One time when I had a car that apparently was having an alternator charging issue, I waited, I think, 2.5 hours for a tow truck.
That's some good knitting time.
And I didn't have my knitting. That was the one time.
Oh,
See,
my
that was
gosh.
the time that I learned. Never leave the house without a project.
You know, the other piece of advice when you take that project, if it's more than one skein, bring an extra skein, even if you've just started the first one, because I've gotten stuck that way.
What if you get stranded overnight somewhere?
Right?
You're going to run out of knitting.
You always got to have your yarn.
Always bring extra. Okay, color 19, which is this gorgeous chartreuse green.
I like those two together.
You keep saying you want to do a green and orange project, don't you? Or is it
purple
green
and purple and yellow?
Purple and yellow. How
Purple
did I
and
go
gold.
From purple and gold to green and orange.
Because they're pretty. It just needs one. What would you put with it as a third?
Well, I guess it depends on how much contrast we want in our
I like that
colors, because you could do like that switchway.
Switchway, yeah.
Color 18. Like,
my goodness,
these could
look
be
at that.
your 2 that stripe, and then this could be your pop. So that's like an avocado green. So you could do your 2 greens and a pop of orange. I mean, you could always go with, if you need more contrast for your project, you could always go with a nice neutral, like color 11, kind of a charcoal gray.
What's the orange 19?
I think this one is.
Guess who liked 19?
This is 19, the chartreuse.
Oh, you surprised me, Lisa.
27, 19, 18, and 11. Those all go together very nicely.
Okay, I'm ready for a new project.
I mean, aren't we always?
Yes. Because knitting is fun.
Okay, where'd I leave make sure that I actually linked what I was going to show you guys. So this one is technically a worsted weight pattern, but I know that we were looking at projects this morning, so it was done out of Sonata and it was beautiful. So this is Grist by Victoria Myers. I mean, there's no reason why you wouldn't do it. I would just drop down a needle size. They called for a 10. I would maybe go with an 8 with Sonata. But it's just garter stitch and drop stitches, like the kind where you wrap the stitch twice and then drop the extra loops on the next row, which gives you way more length out of 2 rows of work than knitting normal. Like it's double the fabric for the same amount of work. It looks like they used 2 different colors. You could do it all out of 1 color, but you only need 2 skeins to make a generous sized shawl. And nice and lightweight in this yarn. Like I actually think I would like it better than a worsted weight version.
It'd be much more drapey.
Easier to cowboy cowl and that kind of thing, because for us here, we're not really cold enough for the big heavy shawls. Although this winter begs to differ sometimes. Okay, this one, really cute. The Tulpe shawl by Lisa Haynes. I know I pronounced that wrong. But they look like little tulips.
So cute.
There's little yarn overs. It's a knit pearl pattern with I think maybe like a CDD right here. It kind of looks like that. On the pearl background, a little 1x1 rib. Stockinette for the torso. I like that they did one little row of tulips at the bottom
Oh,
too.
that's cute.
Like sometimes when you put detail at the bottom, it's shortening, like it makes you look shorter, but it's just the right amount that it doesn't make this stockinette portion in between too short. Like it's kind of just right. It's the Goldilocks of borders. Here's a pretty blue one. That looks like it's done out of Sonata almost, actually.
Mm-hmm.
A gorgeous green one.
That is really cute.
And it comes in a full range of sizes from a 31.5 to a 61. And it's only going to take like 4 to 6 skeins. That's not bad at all. 3 to 6 skeins. Got a little overzealous there. Okay, a sort of oldie but a goodie because it's only May of last year. Feels like forever ago that we knit this.
That's not even, it's really only not even a year?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Feels longer than that, doesn't it?
That's crazy.
This is Marie Green's Sail Away cardigan. This is a really fun knit. We actually had lots of people do it out of Sonata, either because they wanted a lighter weight, more multi-season wear sweater, or because they wanted no wool. Like lots of reasons to use Sonata, all of them good. But it's just such a fun pattern in all the different color palettes. I think these are all her like pattern testers, like local pattern testers that did these. Here's her, what did she call this one? Like
Grandma.
the grandma version,
Yeah.
which I'm like, okay, don't stereotype it. It's beautiful. So this is just 2 colors, 1 contrast and the main color. And then she went around like the last row all the way around. She did in the contrast color to give it a little pop on the border. She even did it on the cuffs right here. So there is 2 versions on the pattern. She again does a full range of sizes. There's 9 sizes on the pattern from a, where's the measurements? They're hiding.
Goodness.
There we go. Like a 33 to a 68, depending on whether you're going with the DK weight gauge or the worsted weight gauge. We had some people do the worsted weight gauge with DK weight yarn, so they could get the exact size they want. So as long as you like your fabric and you've matched gauge, all is well. But for reference for this one, for the DK weight version, you need 3 to 7 skeins of your main color and only 1 of your contrast color on all of them.
That was a fun one to knit.
That was a really fun one. Like, I would do that one again. And
Yeah,
soundtrack. I would do soundtrack again too. I don't have that one linked for you guys. I'm sorry. But if you search soundtrack and Marie Green on Ravelry, there's only one. Oh yes, Melanie, Marie Green is kind of hilarious. She's a little bit punny.
Yes.
I really like punny people. Not to say that I don't like all people, but I understand puns, so those are like my favorite kind of jokes. Other kinds of jokes, I'm like, I don't get it. Why was that funny? Everybody else is cracking up, and I'm like, what? So this is color 21, which is this beautiful powder blue with silver highlights.
I think it looks fairly accurate.
It's pretty close. Our monitor, everything looks dark, so it's hard to say. I'm going to write myself a note to check the brightness because I keep forgetting. Because I think maybe our brightness is toned down.
Everybody likes your top.
Thank you, Karen. In the what are we wearing portion of the video, I will tell you guys all about it too. Okay, color number 4, which is like a cornflower denim blue. It has a little bit of like almost purple highlights in the more gray tone of it, and then more like sky blue in this brighter blue right here, which makes it play very nicely with color 16, which is like cerulean or sky blue. I know some people say cerulean.
Yeah.
I think it's a regional thing. I grew up with cerulean.
It's one of those words. Oh my goodness, look at this one.
Right? I mean, I couldn't help but make an ombre out of these because it just keeps getting better. Color 25, which is that cobalt blue that Danielle loves. It might be better to show, is it better, easier to show all 4 that way?
It is.
Doesn't that just make you want to knit a beautiful blue
It
something?
does. It does.
Anything? Sweater? Shawl?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, I like the set that's coming up too. But this dark blue is so pretty.
And you could totally do like a fade with this. Like you could do ground pepper would work really nice. Let me grab that. I don't have that link handy, but now I've talked about it twice, so I just have to get it for you guys. But ground pepper is originally done blending speckles. You'll see in a second. Here we go. But you could blend solids. You could do like the fade sequence rows to blend them together more, whereas this one just had you do like 4 inches of each color and switch. You could do a little like 2, well, it's in a round, so you could do 1 round of each color for like 1 inch and then switch, and that would blend your colors even more, and that would be beautiful. Like that's kind of how this one is, because their speckles were a little less subtle. You can do it all out of 1 color.
It's a really nice silhouette.
Yeah, this is why I'm thinking this one would be good to modify for the cashmere ombre. It's the right gauge, it's the right V-neck, because I'm being picky, and it's just a really nice silhouette, flattering fit. I have done this one. I can vouch for the pattern. It's very well written. I even like this.
Oh, that's cute.
Did 1 color for the top and the sleeves, and then the other color for the body. Like, there's nothing that says you can't change up how the colors are in your patterns at all. And we will happily help you pick colors. Now this one has a range of sizes from a 31 to a 50. And they give you the breakdown. So these are your 4 colors. So basically, let's see, 1, 2, 3. The first 3 sizes, you only need 1 skein of each, and then the next 2 sizes, you only need 2 skeins of color 4. And then the very last size, you need 2 skeins of colors 1, 2, and 4. But 3 is still only within 1 skein.
Nice.
And then she gives you the breakdown total yardage if you're doing all one color too. So she doesn't leave you going, wait, I need that much yarn. I'm like, no, not really.
No.
It's just because of the color breakdown that it's different. Okay, let me go back to showing you guys the other projects that I have linked for you. This is a good one for doing multiple colors, this Soldotna crop. It doesn't have to be cropped. Danielle and I both knitted it and didn't do it cropped. And you can do it to where, like, you don't have to do this little polka dot pattern in the body. You can make it solid. Like, we made ours solid all the way down through the ribbing. There's no detail down here. It's just plain. And I personally think it's very flattering that way.
You did your ribbing the same color also, right?
Yeah, no changing of colors. Once we did the Fair Isle yoke, everything else was solid.
See, purple and gold.
Oh, I missed that. Where was it?
The other way.
This one?
No, well, that one too, but no. It was the one you were on, and then, the second one.
This one?
Yeah, see? Right there.
Oh, I was noticing the aqua and the green, so I didn't even
That
notice
too,
the
but
golden color. It's funny what colors catch our eye. This one has a 33 to a 68, so you have a full range of sizes on that one too. Here's, if you're wanting a 1 skein project, here's the row by row sampler cowl. This one has a little ribbing, a little baby cable
cute.
right here, some garter stitch, and then these are like Gansey type stitches. So just knit some pearls, garter stitch, a different knit purl pattern, garter stitch, but there's some increases built in kind of right next to the garter ridges so that you get that nice drape either around your shoulders or scrunched up more like a cowboy cowl kind of look. Makes it fit nicely under a jacket.
I might need to do that one too.
And it's only 1 skein. So just pick your favorite and go for it. Okay, one more and then, no, we'll do more colors and then we'll do a couple more patterns because I think I have 2 more.
Quick look before she moves them.
Okay, so we'll scooch the blues because now we have a really fun palette that then is going to have a little pop of color. Color 34, which has this really rich, dark, deep water teal. Like, think Marianas Trench, barely any light in the water, kind of dark teal blue. Then we have color 3, which is kind of more of this blend of spruce and charcoal. You can kind of see little gray highlights in there amidst that muted teal spruce green. It reminds me of like fir trees, how they have that like kind of frosted look to them. Then we have color 26, kind of a pretty mint green. We'll just start rotating our grouping.
Would you call that one Celadon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always forget about that name, but yeah. And then your beautiful pop of color to this bunch.
Woohoo.
Color 17.
My
Susan's
favorite.
It's purple. It's fun. It's got a little bit of more red violet purple, like you can see this little section right here. It's kind of more pinky purple, but then if I grab like this one, it's a little more blue violet. So you've got both the red violet and the blue violet in the same skein. I wish we still had Karen's top here, but I think, oh no, we do. It's up there.
Oh.
I thought she took it home. But that's a really good example of how Sonata knits up, that it has this subtle striping. So of those shades that I'm describing where it's like it's a little bit red violet, a little bit blue violet, it shades back and forth between those two colors. So it's not too busy to do a pattern with a little intricacy, but it is patterned enough that if you're doing something simple, there's a little excitement to it. Which makes it really perfect for this pattern. Pressed flowers. I know we've shared it before, but it's so fun. There's a sweater. There's a pressed flowers cardigan.
Ooh.
Somebody was just telling me about it the other day. I had to look it up. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can see why you want to knit that. Because it might be even better than the shawl. But you can see you can do it in solids. You can do it in self-striping. I really think the subtle tonality of the stripes in Sonata would make this gorgeous.
If you guys haven't seen it, go to the collective. I believe Linda Fisher Simpson finished one. It is stunning.
It takes, let's see, 2 skeins each of your 2 colors. That one's so fun. I like that, you know, at the edge, the flowers kind of get a little more close together. So you lose some of these little like polka dots in between. It gives it kind of an ombre effect just in the patterning.
It would be fun in a speckle.
Oh,
The little flowers.
Here's the
Oh,
cardigan.
I found it. So cute.
And the cardigan is also sport weight.
Okay, purple and green.
I'm gonna need to do that. Not in purple and green. That
Oh,
can be yours.
okay.
You can do purple and green. I'll do probably burgundy and something. Like this one. And maybe this one.
That'd be pretty.
I mean, butterscotch and red velvet. How can you go wrong?
Right?
And then last but not least on the patterns, we have the Monday sweater, which is just a really simple top-down pullover. You've got a little ribbing at the neck, raglan shaping, stockinette body, and then I like the longer 1x1 ribbing on the sleeves. I'd probably do it shorter on the body. I just tend to like 2 inches of ribbing on the body, and then I'm good. Like, that's my go-to. But other than that, I think it's just a great classic sweater. It takes 1,200 to 2,000 yards for a size range of 41 1/4 to 65 1/4.
Nice.
So lots of good projects that you can do out of Sonata. And Sonata also has a really good price point that for it's not expensive. Like, it's a very affordable knit to do garments out of Sonata because it is a lot of yardage for your money. Like 390 yards.
Oh, that is good.
So then we'll move on to what we're wearing. Then we'll get ready to open the boutique. We have class 12 to 2 today, and then we'll see you all again tomorrow. So I am wearing the 4 Triangles tee by Iris of Art Yarns. Mine is done in 2 colors of Merino Cloud and a little beaded silken sequins because glitter.
Yes, please.
Because glitter. That's, if you guys don't know me, I like 2 things a lot. Rainbows and glitter. And if you can combine the 2 of them, then I'm in heaven. Which is why I own electric slide and beaded silken sequins.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Because it's gorgeous. So this one is done in panels. You do like a triangle and then a triangle, and then you fill in this triangle and fill in almost all of this triangle on the front, all of it on the panel on the back. So you're essentially doing the whole thing twice, and then a couple little seams, pick up stitches, and do your sleeves. Very satisfying knit.
Those are picked up, and you can't even tell that.
Yeah, there's the pickup
Oh yeah,
line right
okay.
there.
Can't tell when you're wearing it. Just kind of all
Yeah,
flows together.
Kind of trick your eye.
Yeah.
And make it look like they go together, even though the lines don't match up, which is something that would normally drive me crazy. But there's something about this one that doesn't bother me. Okay, let me grab the link to yours real quick. Sorry, you guys. I actually need 3 hands, but it doesn't work that way. Okay.
I love my ponchos. This one is digitalis out of fingering weight. I bet you could do it out of
I feel like,
Sonata.
let me see what the gauge says.
Go up a needle size and...
Oh yeah, 23 stitches. That's perfect for sport weight.
Oh yeah. Ooh. This one?
You already have a purple one.
I know, but I love purple and I love this pattern. I want to do this one again. This is one of my favorites.
All right, we'll help you pick out
Okay.
not the almost exact same purple.
Fine.
You can have purple, but not the exact same purple.
Pretty in this one too.
Ooh, that'd be pretty. I was thinking this would be really pretty. The celadon green.
I don't know if I'd wear that one, but I this one too. Or this one.
Really, all of them
I know, right?
are beautiful, and that's where you just start building a stash.
Yeah.
One of everything.
Yeah.
It'll all work.
Yeah.
It'll all work itself out later.
Maybe even an ombre.
Little aside. I was so thrilled to basically get to say to your kid what you say to all of us, which is just get one of everything.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty.
And she did.
Because they were like, I refuse to have a stash like you. I'm not going to be, I don't know if she said wasteful or what, but
No.
she said something
But-
along those lines, and I'm like, uh-huh,
What did we walk out with?
yeah,
A stash.
they're getting a stash. And
Yeah.
thankfully, they don't watch these.
And this is true.
Because
I'd be in trouble.
I'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, somehow, even though I'm not the parent, I'm still
You know-
get talking to by the teenager on that one.
They got their yarn and they scurried into their bedroom. And I don't know what she did with it, but I'm sure there will be a stuffed animal very soon.
It was funny, one of them that she really wanted was like this butterscotch color of alpaca yarn. And they're like, what? I don't know what I'm going to make out of it. And I can't buy yarn if I don't know what I'm going to make out of it. I said, make a cat. It's basically cat colored. And then, okay, they bought yarn.
We went home with that color yarn.
So there may appear at some point a butterscotch cat.
Might.
We will see.
I'll keep you all posted.
But we are slowly but surely corrupting them into stash is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because stash is okay, people.
Stash is awesome.
We all collect something. It might as well be yarn.
Yes.
All right, everyone, that is going to be it. We'll start pulling your orders, get ready to open the store. We'll see some of you for class from 12 to 2 today, and then we'll see you all again at 10 tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.